thing for certain. This has been an odyssey I won't forget.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Podyssey, episode 33, I think. Yeah, we said that, right? I forgot already.
Yeah, we did, 33.
Yeah, this is
33.
an Assassin's Creed podcast. We talk about Assassin's Creed. We also talk about whatever we bloody well like. And it's a good time. So if you're new to this channel, stick around, subscribe. And to the returning viewers, we love you. Welcome back. It's good to be back talking with you guys today. Thank you to our member, Logan AG. I remembered this time.
That was good. We remember every time. Every time.
Well, we do, but I did see your comment, Logan, where you said, I prefer it when you don't know when it's going to be.
Yeah,
but
a little
I
surprise.
thought I'd get ahead of it today. I get ahead of it today while I remember, just so I know that I'm going to say it, you know? So Thank you for being a member. And guys, become a member today. How you doing, Lewis? It's been a week. Anything happen?
Has anything happened to me? No.
Positively or negatively?
Oh, I think it's been a very quiet weekend, to be honest. Oh, I went to Wagamama's.
Oh,
That
another
was
a
nice.
return trip.
Yeah, this one provided by YouTube.
Wait,
I
have
completely forgot to
YouTube
mention this.
started doing it again?
Well,
Doing
YouTube
the free stuff?
Yeah, they gave me a coupon.
What?
They gave me a coupon for Wagamama's like a month ago or something, but it expires at the end of this month, so I had to arrange a visit. So yeah, I got a Wagamama's.
The last time I went to Wagamama's, YouTube gave me the code thing as well, but I thought they stopped doing that. It was the High Five Club, right? They stopped it.
Oh, I don't know what it was called. It was just I got an email off them.
What? Oh, I got to check my emails.
Yeah,
I never check my YouTube.
I got an email
emails.
saying like, here's your rewards, here's
way.
your perks, here's one
But
on
you know,
us.
Is this the same way that you got your Lego YouTube Play button, which I also have right here?
It was similar,
That was part of a program like where we'd get free stuff each month, but they stopped it, didn't they? They said like, "Oh, this is the last time."
Yeah.
And literally yesterday, I was talking about it with Chloe. I was literally saying, "Oh, do you remember when we used to get free cinema tickets and free stuff from YouTube? I missed that. I literally said that yesterday."
Did you get a free sausage roll from Greg's?
Nah,
I remember getting that
didn't.
one.
I didn't see the email to be entered into the free thing for like 4 months, so I missed out on a lot of stuff.
Oh no way!
I only got like 4 months worth of stuff, but I'm sure it went on for probably like a year, didn't it?
Yeah, it happened a lot. I mean, it was a lot of them like coffee places and stuff where I just don't use it, but I see this one might have been like a collaboration because I had to like make an account with a different app, which gave me the gift. There was like a few weird steps to it, but I was so committed to getting this coupon that I followed it through to the end.
Do you know what the email like subject is? I'm trying to see if I've got it.
Oh, I don't know, but it's called revealyourgift.com. Is where I
God,
got
that sounds so not legit.
I didn't think it was legit, but if you go on the Wagamama's app, you can put in the 16-digit code and it worked.
Yeah.
It worked on the app, so I was like, all right, okay, well, there we go.
Oh man, I'm looking in my emails. I don't know if I've got it. I might.
You might. It is worth the redemption because it is good.
Yeah.
Is that what you say when you redeem something? Redemption.
Yeah.
It sounds very dramatic, but yeah. I
The Red Dead
it.
Redemption.
I Red Deaded some ginger udon noodles.
Oh wow, nice.
They were big,
Was it tasty?
plate of noodles. Yeah, it was very, very nice.
Oh man, I missed out.
It's funny because I still have not seen Superman, the new Superman film.
No, I haven't.
But Wagamama's was right next to the cinema, and I could just see Superman in the background the whole time. And I'm thinking, can I be asked? No. So I still haven't seen it.
You mean you just saw like the poster?
Yeah,
Or,
like,
the
the whole cinema was like, it had like a LED screen around the front that was all Superman.
Oh, yeah.
So I could just see him like flying around in the background. And I was like, you really want me to go and see this film, don't you? All in good time. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll watch that at some point. I also want to watch the new, what's it called? The Fantastic Four.
Oh, yes, that comes out this weekend, I think.
I think so. Yeah. It's gonna be good. Well, I think it's gonna be good. It looks cool.
I hope so. Yeah. Interesting that it's releasing like right next to Superman because they're very similar, like tones.
Maybe it's good. Because maybe it's a good marketing tactic because like somebody sees Superman and they might be more inclined to then be like, oh, you know what? Let's watch another superhero film.
Yeah, let's keep the good vibes going.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You never know. I've like forgotten how to go to your next page of emails on Gmail. What the hell? How do you click to the next page? There's no arrow. This is insane.
Is there not?
No.
There should be.
I'm just looking for that YouTube email.
It's at the top. I can see it at the top. In fact, it's like a sticky header. It's there the whole time.
I literally don't have that.
This is crazy. Maybe you've only got one page of emails. That would be crazy.
No, this is my YouTube email, which obviously I won't say what it is. So I just get emails from YouTube and vidIQ. That's it, and I just never look because it's like, why do I don't use it for anything else?
Yeah, a lot of the stuff they send as well is just like weird newsletter things.
Yeah, never look at those. Yeah.
I'm trying to find where mine was. I can't find the actual. It just says, instead of giving an actual number of how many emails I have, it just says like 100 of many.
Really? Of many. Wow.
Amazing.
Many small men.
Oh no! Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I won't do it.
I got the option to turn on communities, which I've not, because I don't really like the sound of like anybody being able to post.
It's like, what are they going to post?
Yeah, that's too many people to keep an eye on.
It would just be a repeat of the time I opened a Discord for my channel. Remember I told you about that?
Yeah.
That was awful. Gone the same day. But while we're quickly on the topic of, I don't even know what you just said, but something. How's the diss track response coming along?
There's been very little progress, but there has been rumblings.
Right, yeah.
I have.
Okay.
I have a concept of an idea. I just need time to fully commit to it. I think I need, it needs a lot of time put into it. I know it's been a few weeks, but
it's okay. I took long enough, didn't I? I took ages.
Yeah, I should. I think I'll have time this week to maybe fast track some of those ideas. I know like one. Oh wait, no. Yeah, no. I've put more thought into this than I realized. Yeah, I've got like at least 3 ideas.
Oh, okay.
In terms of like maybe not the lyrics, but the actual, the way the melody will go. And I've got some good topics actually. Actually, I do have like themes of what each one will be.
Okay, each one.
Yeah, well, you did 4.
I did.
I can't come back with just one. Maybe I won't try and up it, but I'll try and do a couple.
Oh, this is interesting. This is heating up. This is getting crazy. So
we've got to space this out. We've got to keep this interesting so we can go on for another 30 episodes.
I know, right? Let me ask you this, and I'm going to keep it vague to not spoil anything.
Okay.
But do you think that if there's a small chance that it might be ready by episode, a certain episode?
I know what you're suggesting.
Yeah. I can remember the number, so I'm just saying.
I think it'll be 35 or 36, maybe one of those. Oh, actually, it'll depend, won't it? But I could certainly get something ready for them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And let me ask you. I'm gonna still keep it vague because I don't. Let me just say I don't want to spoil the special guest that may be coming. Yes, something like that. I'm just gonna write something about that in the chat to you to not give away.
Okay.
Here you go. I sent you a message.
Yes.
But for our special guest episode, I don't want to say who it is yet. We'll keep it as vague as that.
It'd be very funny if they pulled out. So we don't want to say anything just yet.
Yeah. But am I right in thinking that would be the next episode that we record or the one after?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because I was thinking about this the other day and I was like, hang on a minute. Is this the next one? Because this episode will come out next Sunday.
I think there's one more.
And then...
Yeah.
Yeah. No, there's one more. There's one
more. There's next week's episode, and then I believe 35 will be...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
Guys, stay tuned for... Who knows? It could be a special guest. It could be. Anyway, moving on from that. Just to keep things going. So you telling me you went to the cinema? No, you didn't.
I didn't go to the cinema.
Went to Wagamama's.
By it.
You tempted, but you didn't go. So I'm going to use a good segue for that to say I finally watched all of the 28 days/years later films.
You did tell me this, so I can't act surprised.
I know.
But I will go, ooh, for the sake of the episode.
Yeah, because a few episodes back, I remember you watched it, the new one, and you were saying it was good, and I was like, no spoilers, because I haven't seen it. And don't worry, guys watching, if you haven't seen any of them, I'm not going to give any spoilers, because we probably shouldn't give spoilers. But I will say, I really enjoyed them. I've been thinking about them a lot since I've watched them, which is a good indication that you enjoyed them, and they were good. That's my indication, my mental indication, if I really enjoy the film. It's like, do I find myself thinking about that film, after I've seen it? And if I do, then I probably enjoyed it,
That's a good sign, I think, yeah, if it sits with you afterwards.
It's not, it's like not forgettable. Yeah, and I tell you what, the first one I thought was really, really good. Like I appreciated the time of when it was filmed and how it was a little bit like lower quality, but like I kind of appreciated that because it was one of the first sort of modern sort of zombie films, from what I understand, wasn't it?
It was the first.
Like as we see them.
It was the first to have fast zombies in it.
Yeah, and I could watching it, I could enjoy it for what it is to me now, but I could also enjoy it like understanding, wow, this like led the way for a lot of like things like that.
Yes,
which I thought was cool.
It's similar to the first Alien.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first Alien.
You're joking.
But I haven't, but I think I know what you're trying to say. Like it was one of the like leading.
Yeah, it's like the same context
genre.
where like, if you watch it, it may not be the most mind-blowing thing now, but when you consider that it's the first to ever do that,
then it
starts to, you start to really set in like, wow, this was like massive for the time. And same thing, I think, with 28 Days Later.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. And I thought first one, really good. Second one, I enjoyed it.
What did you think of the ending, actually, of the first one? Just obviously
to
vague,
not give
just
any
because... I don't know if you're aware that 28 Days Later has like 5 alternate endings.
Oh.
There was massive, like, basically, the ending was all going to depend on how much budget they were given. So there was like the low budget ending, the high budget ending, and in the end I think they ended up getting like the highest budget version of it. But there's a lot of alternate endings.
I kind of do want to say certain things, so maybe should we just put in the timestamp spoilers?
Yeah, we could like do a spoiler section for each one.
I'll just say now then, guys,
I mean, it's a 23. Oh, sorry, 23-year-old movie.
I know. We may potentially end up saying spoilers for all of the films, right? So if that's the case, it'll be in the timestamp saying spoilers. Just skip ahead to the next timestamp, and when you've seen them, you can always come back. Thank you, guys. 3, 2, 1. Are you still here? If you're still here, then you don't care about the spoilers. Okay. Yeah. So the ending was pretty cool. I thought the jet plane.
Oh yeah, but even further back than that.
When he kills everyone in the mansion.
Yeah, that whole bit with the army is the ending that was sort of like not reshot, but they shot different endings.
I see.
I
thought it was good.
Yeah, no, there is actually an alternate ending where after they run away in the taxi at the end, like they smash through the gate. that hard cut goes to a hospital where Jim bleeds out.
Oh no!
And it's meant to be like full circle, like he started in a hospital and then it ends in a hospital. There's a lot of alternate endings where Jim dies.
Okay.
Which is like, I don't know, I do like the ending we got. I think that's the best one.
I do. I like it because it's like, it doesn't show really like sort of what happens that you don't know now where they are and stuff. I kind of like it when it's more ambiguous because it leads more to think about. And it's like, yeah, I liked that ending. I thought it was good. I thought pretty good film, pretty enjoyable film. And then I watched the second one, and while I was watching it, I enjoyed it. But then afterwards, I was like, that one was kind of mid.
I was going to say the second one is very divisive, I think, because Danny Boyle only did the opening scene, and then some Spanish guy directed the rest.
I've been doing research into everything. I know all of this now. Yeah. But I thought it was good. Like, it was enjoyable, but I just thought, like, it kind of made it... Like, it was good to learn more about, like, what's happened next, like, in the lore. And I liked that. I thought, oh, wow, that's an interesting spin on things. Like, it starts with the plane flying in, and I was like, what the hell? Like, so the world is still going? Like, it was interesting in that regard. But then, by the end, I just thought, like, firstly, I did not like that kid. I thought he was kind of boring. Yeah. I thought he barely said much, and when he did, he just sounded like a bad actor, and I was like, oh, God.
I think it was the typical, also, like, we need to find a cure plot line.
Yeah,
which was like, nah,
it's too generic. Yeah, and, like, I thought the fact that, what is it? The whole immune thing, or not immune, but, not asymptomatic, I thought was kind of dumb. I don't know, I didn't need to be done, I didn't think. It kind of made it feel a bit more like, cheesy or corny. No.
But I loved, like, the first act is, like, we're still in spoilers, I guess, but the first act, I think, is brilliant. Like, the whole repopulating London and, like, how would this actually work? And then it kind of just descends into, like, zombie movie.
Yes.
With not really much to say.
And also because, I mean, I understand why it makes sense, like within the story of the 28 Days Later universe.
Yeah.
But it did feel a lot more Americanized.
Yes.
Which I know they had to, but like, it felt a bit more like, this is just a generic zombie movie, like as you said. Whereas I thought the first one was so unique because it was like set in the UK, and usually we always see Americans in these films, and I thought it was cool. And then the second one, they're mostly all American, and I was like, well, I've seen this all before,
Yeah.
And then one other thing I found really silly about the ending was the dad he's just everywhere. Like, there's no way that dad would be able to find them wherever he goes. I just thought it was so dumb. Like, he just turns up in the subway again. I'm like, out of all the zombies that have just, like, people have just become a zombie, it happens to just be the dad there again. I just thought that was really silly.
Yeah, they made him into, like, a smart, like, main villain or something, which doesn't really work when you're just another zombie. I
guess, hey, you never know. You could, if you look at the universe of it now, maybe he was an alpha. You never know.
Tell you what, that's actually a pretty good... Yeah, I never thought about that. Although I don't... we'll
bit
get
of cope,
we'll
really, isn't
that.
it?
Yeah, maybe.
But, and then one thing I will say, I don't know how I think I already told you this, but yeah, the third one I thought was, like, the best. I thought it was amazing. And I've been thinking about that one the most. I think it just, like, did more of, like, what I appreciate about, like, movies and, like, just storytelling and stuff. I just thought it was more my type of film, as much as the first one was. I don't know, it's just something about this new one I really liked, and I thought that was a great film. That was the best one in my opinion. I don't know if you share the same sentiment, or you might not.
I'd still say the first one, just because I've been watching that for, like, longer, I guess. Like, the last 20 years I've been watching that one, so enough. It's ingrained into me. But yeah, the third one, it's interesting because it feels like a whole different universe in a way.
It didn't feel that way to me, though.
Maybe,
but I think that's because I've only just watched them all for the first time recently altogether.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it just felt, this is like, each one was a different story in the same world, and now I just felt like this is just another story.
Oh, it made sense because it is told so long afterwards. You're like, yeah, they're not going to be exactly the same as they were 20 years ago. Like, it's such a massive gap.
Yeah.
We can't expect it to be exactly like the other two.
Yeah.
Obviously, the ending, I think, left me laughing, which I was not expecting to come out of this movie laughing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Did you know though they've already filmed a second one? They're gonna bring that out in January.
So
that's just leading straight in, isn't it?
yeah, which was interesting because I knew it going in. I went to see it with my friend. He didn't know, and he felt like the whole movie was really disappointing because he thought like, oh, is that it? Like nothing happened in it.
Really?
And I was going in.
It did though. It was the whole journey of the kid. And,
well, I went
how
in
he
knowing it was a part one as well. I was like, I'm not expecting like the stuff with his dad to get resolved, or like his well, obviously his mum that gets resolved, but there's a
I didn't know until after.
Oh really?
But I still really liked it because I thought because to me, it was like it wasn't actually about him and his dad. That was just a catalyst to his story, you know. That was just to get him out there, kick it off, and then the rest is about him and you know the way he views, I guess, life and death and stuff. I thought it was really good, and like losing the innocence, I suppose.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
I will say,
really
like,
it.
I preferred the first 45 minutes when he's with his dad. I thought that was really tense and really, I was like, oh shit, is this actually going to scare me? Is this film going to be like, am I actually going to get scared? Like, I didn't go in expecting to be spooked. And then it kind of becomes like a comedy drama, like a very British quaint little comedy sort of thing with the, you know, that, I can't remember what nationality he is, but the soldier that tags along with them.
Oh, he's Swedish. Eric.
Yeah. And he's hilarious. And I was like, why am I laughing? Why don't I'm enjoying this film for like totally different reasons than I thought going in. But I didn't hate it.
Well,
no, I thought it was very good. And I want to see where it goes next, which I think is probably the best thing it could have done. One thing that really annoyed me was like they only used one bit of music from the first film, and that main theme never came back.
Oh, I knew that theme wasn't gonna be in it. I knew it.
I'm so annoyed though. I love that
knew
theme
it wasn't,
so much. It got
like,
reused in like every movie ever afterwards.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's why he didn't use it, because he was like, now it's overused. Because like the first one only played it like once, I think, didn't it?
Yeah, I think it's at the end in the mansion.
It's at the end, and then the second one played it way too much.
Yeah,
the second one overplayed it to hell, and it kind of made it like, oh, well, there it goes again, that song. So that's why I thought, I don't think that Danny Boyle is gonna do it again. I thought he's gonna, you know, use something else, and I was right. But you never know. They might use it in the last one of the trilogy.
That's what I was thinking. It's going to be used as like a really big moment. Yeah.
Like maybe he has to go around killing fuck tons of like people. You know, like maybe you know what I mean. Like I guarantee
that little commune on the island, that's getting fucked up. You can tell something's going to happen.
I'm pretty sure the Jimmy cult is gonna come and fuck them all up.
Yeah.
And he's gonna feel bad because he feels like he's led them there. That's what I reckon.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna have to kill all the Jimmys, I reckon. That's my guess.
That sounds like very typical, like how it would go.
Yeah.
But I don't know this
because I think they are gonna be fucked up, aren't they? Because they clearly are. By the zombie they see at the beginning that they've carved the word Jimmy into.
Yeah. They're just like chavs, aren't they? So that's the joke, I think, that chavs would have survived.
Yeah, I think it's also going to be a sort of like play into like, because you know at the beginning when he was his dad was like pretty much a cult leader by the look of it, wasn't he? Because he was the kid at the beginning, wasn't he?
You mean like the priest? Yeah.
my children. He goes into. He's like praising the Lord, becoming a zombie.
They lift him up as well after he gets turned. I thought that was amazing. That was a really great start.
Yeah, for sure. See, I feel like they'd set that up so then they could do like a play on it. So like his dad was like a sort of stereotypical sort of, you know, he was a church religious guy, and then they're gonna probably play on that, showing how religion can be like a cult by having this Jimmy kid now grow up to be anti that, but still kind of the same as what his dad was, just in a different way. I think they're going to play with that. Yeah, the cross upside down, it's like opposite, you know?
Yeah, I didn't think about that, but yeah, that does seem to be like where it's going.
Yeah, because I feel like this one had the biggest, like, most obvious message to me. I feel like the first two had more undertones, but I feel like this one was more, you could clearly tell the director was trying to, like, say something, like when it kept cutting to, like, old, like, medieval war clips and, like, army stuff. Like, he was trying to show a parallel, wasn't he, you know?
I mean, he kind of did a similar thing in Trainspotting 2, which is a film that I don't think many people like, but I'm quite a big fan of it, where it just, like, he likes to direct things, like, mental. The editing and everything is always mental when it's got so much personality to it. And in Trainspotting 2, he would, like, randomly freeze frames for, like, a little bit longer than they should be, because these are characters that are trying to recapture their youth. They don't want time to go too quickly. They're trying to slow down. And that's why I was like, you know, when you're watching this, I'm like paying attention, like, oh, okay, I get it. War doesn't change. We're still fighting we're doing the same thing. It's like what Christopher Eccleston says in the first film. He's like, it's just, no, I keep thinking it's Christopher Eccleston. It's someone else.
No, it is Christopher Eccleston.
No, the line. He says,
oh.
it's the same as it was before or something, just people killing people. Like, nothing's changed. I think that's, like, that's my favourite line.
No, that is Christopher Eccleston that says that.
It's
definitely Christopher Eccleston that says, yeah, he does. He's, like, doing a speech at the dinner table.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's the best line, because it does just sum it up. They're not zombies. They're just people that are acting angry like people would.
Yeah. It's just different motivations. Now it's for... But then at the end of the day, it was even before infection, it was always for survival, I suppose. Now it's just more literal.
Yeah, that's why I kind of liked, like, in years later when the woman's giving birth, it's like, yeah, because she is still human, you know? She's not a zombie, like, she's giving birth, so something's going to be different there. She's going to calm down. I thought that made sense.
And I think the alpha characters, they were deliberately meant to be more human-like. I thought, like, smarter. And they looked less zombie-like and more human-like.
They looked more in control of the anger, is how I sort of assumed it would be.
I started to see them as more as, like, just all of the infected. I started to see them more as, like, animals in this one.
Yes.
You know, they're more like, they are aware and they have their own little, like...
Man, the red vision scenes, as if it's like some animal documentary or something, but they look creepy. That was so cool. And that's just like Spike's interpretation of how they killed this thing. It's just him, like, seeing them as demons and stuff. I just thought that. Yeah, it's got some good visuals to it.
Yeah. I guess that also plays in a little bit about, like, when it comes back to the war stuff, like how war's always the same. You know, through history, I'm sure lots of, you know, young people were indoctrinated to see the enemy as these demons when they're actually just people as well.
Yeah.
So I guess it kind of plays on that.
That's kind of like what his dad goes for.
Yeah.
I know. But it's good.
I was just going to say, we could keep going about this, but yeah.
What did you think of the accents? Because that's like how everybody sounds around where I live, which is kind of mental.
I'll tell you what.
You saw the Angel of the North in it. That's like, I passed that on the way to work. That's where I live. Cool. Yeah, which was awesome.
I leaned over to Chloe in the cinema and I was like, they all sound like Lewis, I said.
Yeah.
I actually did. I was like, they all sound like Willis makes movies. What the hell?
I just couldn't believe it. I was like, do you want some eggs on your toast, mate? Do you want some bacon? Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Aaron Taylor-Johnson doesn't sound like that.
What does he sound like? Is he American?
No, he's British, but he's got a very high-pitched voice. That's what's always confused me about him. Is he's like, yeah, so, you know, I was in this movie. And I'm like, what the hell? Because he was in Kick-Ass, which, funny enough, uses the music from 28 Days Later in it. When Nicolas Cage attacks a thing, they use the same theme. So I thought it was quite funny that he ended up in it. And maybe we'll see Cillian Murphy as well back soon.
Oh, well, apparently he's meant to be coming back in the second one.
Yeah, he's got to be back at some point. Like, they haven't...
See,
they didn't show him.
I don't like that. I don't like that because it's like I like the idea, having just watched all of them. I like the idea of not knowing what happens to them after.
Right.
In my head canon, it's like, oh, he got on that jet or he got picked up and now he's living a good life in like Europe. Do you know what I mean? Like where the rest of the world's normal. Like I like that idea, and like I like not knowing. I like it being ambiguous because, well, not even ambiguous, just not knowing at all. Because it's like, I don't know. It's just you can
got like
can
a
just
happy
use your
ending,
minds
didn't he?
to think, yeah, and like you can go back and forth with like, did anything bad happen? Did anything good happen? But then it's like if he just turns up, it gets rid of everyone what their ending was in their heads.
Yeah, like
because
they've
I don't think
established that now, you know, the 28 sort of series is like anthology in a way where each one is a totally different cast of people.
It's like Assassin's Creed.
It kind of is, yeah. If it was like just smaller time,
it's just we're getting the Ezio trilogy now.
You know what though? That's kind of what it is. Yeah, if this is going to be a trilogy, then
Spike Aldatore.
Oh man! At one point he's gonna brand his finger, and then we'll be like, hey.
"Oh God!" and he's gonna say, nothing is true, everything is permitted."
It's 28.
Cassandra will turn up with a bow and arrow, and she'll be.
We could have the
like,
actress.
It's zombie time. Yeah.
She could appear. Man, there was something else I wanted to say before we moved on. Oh, so since you've watched them back to back, this probably won't have had much impact, but I did laugh in the cinema when the ending of 28 Weeks Later is a cliffhanger that's been left for like 20 years. Is like, oh
Did
my god,
people think that was a
they're in
cliffhanger though?
Paris.
Because I just thought it's just little like alluding to things so you can just figure it out in your head. That's
yeah,
what
but there's
saw it as.
so many conspiracy videos of like theories and like what happened after and how would it have spread to the rest of the world.
You can still do that though. You can still do that though. Like obviously we know that the whole world is fine, but I like that because it's such a different
I'm glad.
spin on
Yeah,
it.
I think they went with the best option instead of just being like, oh, the whole world's fucked. No, it's the world doesn't care about the UK, which is obviously a very like Danny Boyle said it's like a Brexit sort of thing about how the rest of the world would give up on us if we left them.
I kind of get why though. I kind of get why. It's like they've tried to rebuild and it went so wrong. It's like they are preserving the rest of the world.
Yeah. But I just thought it was hilarious when it starts off and goes, yeah, we just dealt with that whole France thing. Yeah, we dealt with it. We pushed them back, and I was like, oh, great.
We just
cool.
like nuked Paris, maybe.
yeah, like that's all they had to say. They just went, nope. Like to the point where people thought 28 Weeks wasn't canon because of how just because of how quickly they resolved it. They were like, did Alex Garland even watch 28 Weeks Later? Because the immunity thing's just never brought up again. Like clearly they don't like that idea.
No, I don't like that.
And I don't either, yeah, so it's fair enough that they left it.
Isn't it... You might know the answer to this. I can't even remember who told me this. Somebody told me this the other day, that apparently there was meant to be a 28 months later film, but then it got scrapped.
Well, basically, yeah, Danny Boyle and Alex Garland have just been sitting on this for ages, and they said they would never come back to the franchise unless they had a really good idea. So there's been like rumblings for years, like in interviews, they've been like, yeah, we're thinking about it, we're trying this, we're trying that. So it's only now that they've finally, found what they wanted to do. Because they just didn't know.
Sense.
But yeah, there's been loads of rumours for literally like decades, like what's going to be next? Is it going to be months? Is it going to be a prequel? Or what? Like somebody said there was going to be like a 28 Days Before or something. that showed the outbreak, and I tell you, there is a really good fan film of one guy just in his apartment block, like during the initial outbreak. I can't remember what it's called now, but I remember seeing that as a kid and thinking it was part of the universe, but it's just a fan film.
It's probably called like 28 Minutes Later or something.
I think it actually... Wait.
No, it's actually...
Oh, I'm going to have to find it. But yeah, no, it's... I do recommend it. It was good.
28 Seconds Later.
There's also a comic book series that follows...
I've read all about that since I've been watching them.
sequel.
Yeah. Shows like all the different things that happened, yeah.
But that's...
Cool.
I don't know. It's canon if you want it to be. It's like Assassin's Creed. The comics can be canon if you want them to be.
Yeah, for sure. Chronicles is kind of canon, but they retcon it in Shadows. But it's fine.
Oh, let's not talk about that.
Fine. Well, I was gonna say talking of Assassin's Creed. There was one more thing I wanted to say before we get onto Assassin's Creed. Just one more thing.
Of course.
One more. And that is, I don't know if any would be interested to hear this, but I've been modding my PS Vita recently, and it's been great fun.
Oh my
Just wanted
goodness.
to bring it up. It's been great fun. I used to have I still do. I have a custom firmware PSP, which I've had for years, and custom firmware is great. Have you heard about that before?
No. This is news to me.
It's basically, you can download this, you can plug it into a PC, you download this special software that basically updates your PSP with a custom version of the update, which allows you, all these special different themes, allows you to put, download games off the internet and just chuck them on for free. You should own the disc, and then it's a backup legally. That's what you should do. But you can get all these games on there. It's great. It basically just unlocks your console. You can emulate Game Boy games on it. It's great. And I did that on my PSP, and I've had my PSP hacked or whatever you want to call it for years. But then I was looking online, and the only thing that really brings me back to my PSP is Lego Star Wars 2, because that was one of the first games I ever got on PSP as a kid. This isn't my PSP from when I was a kid, the one I'm holding up. This was when I got years later. But yeah, I always had that game, and I always came back to it. And my whole life, one of my life goals has actually been to collect every character, unlock every character in Lego Star Wars 2 on the PSP.
Oh
I'm getting close, but I'm not there yet. But I thought, how cool would it be to have Lego Star Wars 2 on the PS Vita? Because it's a bigger screen, it's better colors, it feels easier to control. So, are you with me? Are you with me?
I'm on board. I'm on the edge of my seat.
Okay, all right. I'm just checking. So what I did was, it's even easier to hack a PS Vita. You don't even need to plug it into a PC. You just go on the web browser on your Vita. you go on this website, you click install, and it just does it. It just gives it custom firmware. And then you can get so many things on the Vita. You can play 3DS games. You can play N64 games. You can emulate an entire PSP. So you can play all your PSP games. And what I did was, because Lego Star Wars 2 was never available digitally, because it was only available on disc, weirdly enough, I ended up finding somebody posted online the ISO file for Lego Star Wars 2. And I eventually managed to get it running on my PS Vita, which is sick. And now I found out that there's a whole extra layer to this custom firmware PS Vita stuff, where people have been making custom ports for PS3 games and stuff and putting them on the Vita.
Oh,
so now
cool.
You can get the complete saga, Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, on your Vita. That's sick. And that's what I'm going to get next. I can't wait for that. And lastly, to bring it back to Assassin's Creed, I've just installed Assassin's Creed Chronicles on the Vita, so I'm going to play through them for the first time.
That's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, and I've never played them before, so my first experience, just like all my other weird experiences for games for the first time, is going to be on my Vita. So I'm going to start Chronicles China at some point soon and play it on the Vita.
Oh, brilliant.
So,
yeah. Well, I think Chronicles is worth playing, especially if it's a handheld. That's going to make it even better.
Yeah, but honestly, I would recommend, if anyone's bored out there and they're looking for some cool handhelds, get a Vita, get custom firmware on it, and just unlock potential. This is not an ad.
Sounds like a sponsored ad.
Yeah, I just thought that. But I can't wait to put more stuff on it. It's just time consuming. I've been looking up how to put the complete saga on this Vita.
Yeah.
And I've got to download. It's like downloading mods on a PC. You've got to download the game, and then you have to download this special patcher thing. Then you've got to download this other thing, and then you have to make sure it works. It's oh my god, it's gonna take me 3 hours. So I've been putting it off. But when it's on there, it's on there. So that's gonna be great. Complete saga on the PS Vita. I'm actually very excited. Anyway, I just wanted to bring it up because I was having
that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. We'll have to see how this progresses. So it's sorry. No, please.
No.
Please
So I don't mean to interrupt, but I just remembered another relevant Assassin's Creed thing about this conversation.
Oh well.
because I was saying about there was all these like fan ports for different console games and stuff to the Vita, where people, I don't know how they do it. They must just get the source code for the game and then just like tweak it to work on a Vita.
All right.
But they've done loads of people have all these different fan ports. And you know when we were talking about the lost Assassin's Creed media months ago, somebody has ported, and it's not Assassin's Creed, but do you remember as a bonus mention I told you about this game called Backstab?
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Someone's ported that to the Vita, so I need to play that.
Oh.
Because you can't even get it on iOS anymore, so it's like the only way to play it is on a Vita. So weird.
That's a video.
I might. Yeah, that's the thing. I might do a video about it. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. If you haven't got anything to add to it, we'll move on. But if you do, then
no, I mean that sounds cool. We'll have to see, like I say, how the story progresses as you get more on it. You've been hacking into it, but
I've been doing a little hacking,
a little bit of a hacker, man.
Yeah, it's like in Trump's voice, we do a little hacking.
Just
Hampton's
a little
voice.
bit, the best hacking, the best games, all the games.
Exactly. But with all that out of the way, should we get into our write-in for this week?
Yes, of course.
Because this write-in will lead us nicely into our first Assassin's Creed topic, which we were going to talk about anyway, so it's perfect. Allow me to just get the write-in up on my screen. And here we are. And are you ready, my friend? Are you ready?
Let's go. Who've we got? Today?
So, our write-in is from Podge. Thank you for writing in, Podge.
Mr. Podge, thank you, Podge.
If anyone wants to write in next episodes, the email is just above my head, and it is askthepodyssey@gmail.com. So give us an email about Assassin's Creed, about anything you like. Not anything, but you know what I mean. Okay, so Podge says, as you probably know, Netflix has greenlit the AC Netflix show. But do you think this? I'm so sorry. You should probably read these. You're better at it than me.
I've never seen
much
these.
Better than
I
me.
have never accessed this email ever.
I know. Right, let me
just send me screenshots of the emails so I know what's been said.
Yeah. Do you know what? Let me screenshot this and you can read it if you like.
Do you want me to go for it?
Yeah, I'm slurring my words today.
Okay.
Not slurs. Just you know what I mean.
Every word is just turning into a slur. We have to
slur,
silence him for a bit.
Can you see that? Is that too small? Can you enlarge it?
Oh my goodness me! Right. Yeah. I can.
Is it?
Can I read this?
Do you want me to send it bigger?
How would that? Oh no.
Oh, hang on.
I'm okay.
I've got. Hang on. I've got a much bigger version.
Okay.
I've got a much
Maybe
bigger one.
Put this on this side of the screen. That reminds me of 28 years later.
What did they say?
No, having a much bigger one, considering the amount of big things running around, flopping around, let's say, in that film.
Oh yes, of course. I know. I literally said in the cinema, like, I said, like, damn, like, that's a massive zombie penis or something.
Yeah.
I said something like that.
I just went,
whispered
what
it,
the fuck?
That's
a
the
choice.
Difference in reaction.
Okay, so this this email is from Podge. And Podge says, as you probably know, Netflix has greenlit the AC Netflix show, but do you think this... Oh my goodness, hang on a minute.
That's where I got stuck.
Do you think I'm guessing it's that they're doing a live action adaptation of the games like HBO's The Last of Us, so like a direct adaptation. God rest its soul. Yeah, we don't need to talk about The Last of Us. That was a train wreck and a half. Or will it do its own thing? Oh, good. Watch the first season. It's really good.
I've only seen season 1. I haven't seen season 2. I want to.
I watched the first 3 episodes of season 2. And
I'll be my own judge when I watch it.
I didn't think I was going to drop it, but I started playing the games instead. I bought the games.
Yeah.
So I'm playing through The Last of Us Part 1 instead at the minute.
Anyway,
Or will it do its own thing, like go to time periods that were teased in the games, like the Wild West in AC4 and several others in Unity? Probably referring to the menu before the juxtamalay thing.
Oh, yeah.
I always wanted to do that 90s jazz, I think it was 90s, or the jazz one that they mentioned.
Jazz Age Junkies.
Yeah, that's the one. That one always interested me. I think Ubisoft knows people want to visit time periods like the World War II and the Wild West. But for gameplay reasons, they didn't do it, so a live-action show would allow them to do this. Or maybe they can remake the story for games like Rogue because they had a smaller budget and wished it better. What are your thoughts on this?
Who's going first?
You can go first if you want. There's quite a lot, I think, to break down there. Little pieces.
What should we start with? Do you think... I'm going to start with the initial question. Do you think that they're doing a live-action adaptation? Is that the question?
That's the first thing, yeah. Do you think it'll be an adaptation of one of the games, or will they do their own thing?
Right. So will it be more like, will it be a story we know, or will it be a new story?
Yeah.
Hey, I've been thinking about this. I don't know is the answer. Like, with if you look at the movie, I found that almost like it might have been better if they just followed one of the games. Because I felt like they were trying to do too much in too little time, and anyway, that's another conversation.
Yeah.
So when it comes to... But this is a TV show. This is much longer. I don't know. I really don't know. I think... It's really hard to say, honestly. I feel like Ezio, like, that would be... That... I mean, who knows if they do it justice. But if they did do it justice, that could be really cool. Like, I could imagine that would translate to screen quite well with Ezio's personality. Like, a take on that. More of a movie-type take on that. And, Desmond's not in it all the time. So that would remedy, the movie issue, having modern day all the time.
Yeah, and the game is in sequences.
It's in sequences. It's pretty action packed, but doesn't take away too much from like the actual Assassin's Creed type of what the game is. That you're still playing as assassin doing assassin stuff, but you've got some action packed sequences. So I feel like that would translate well to a TV audience. So I can imagine like a 2 to Rev, and there's also more material to work with, right? So you've got AC2 to Revelations. Tell that if you told that over 3 seasons, that could be pretty cool. So, I mean, that sounds good on paper for sure, but then you got to think, would that be better or worse than, having a new character? My only worry with having a new character is that they do the same story we've had a million times, just with another character. That's what I found about the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, it was just another revenge story. He was taken away by Abstergo, just like Desmond, and I just thought, this is a rehash of the first game.
I was gonna say, like, it is pretty much just it's not an adaptation of AC1, but it is like, okay, here's the template of an Assassin's Creed game. Let's just do the template.
I felt like, of all the things you could have done, what like, if you're gonna tell the same story, tell the Altair story then, if you're gonna do that, Yeah. It just felt a bit like it didn't feel believable to me, the movie, because I remember, as much as I loved the movie when I was a kid because it's Assassin's Creed and I loved Assassin's Creed, even still, it didn't feel too believable to me, because it's like, what are the odds that the exact same like story is going to happen to another character? And I'm sure they kidnap loads of people, as shown in the movie, but just everything feeling so carbon copy from Desmond's story in number 1, I just was like, why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they focus so much on the modern day.
Yeah.
If we're gonna quickly talk about the movie there, I think my pitch for the Netflix show would be, don't do any modern day until like halfway through the season. Make it like the main character. The main character dies. You think they're dead, and then you get pulled out the animus, and you're like, oh shit, it's actually like a real life person. And that way you can go half the season without having to, like, I don't know, like lore dump a load of information, because the second you go into the modern day, it's just going to be exposition all the way through. So if we can just keep things nice and simple, just do it all within the time period, and then start to, like, as the season goes on, later on, start to bring in the extra elements, like the Isu stuff. That's obviously just going to be like a final episode, grab the Apple of Eden thing.
Yeah.
So let's keep that out the way. Whereas the movie was like, nope, we want to tell a modern day story. And you're like, what? What the hell? Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah. I think, you know, I'm just thinking about, like, I've lost my train of thought. What was I going to say? I know what I was going to say. I think. No, I don't know. Oh, for God's sake, I don't know what I was going to say. I was going to say something of value, but now I can't remember. Oh, I know what I was going to say.
Okay.
I got it in the end.
You've got it this time.
Oh my God, no, wait, hang on.
Okay. Is this the fourth time? Fourth time's the charm.
It's something about the beginning and how Okay, I think it was what as much as I love AC1 and how it thrusts you straight into the modern day to set everything up in the game straight away. It works for AC1 in a game. I just feel like if you look at, like, I'm trying to think of one of the AC games where, you know, there's a good amount of, like, Brotherhood, for example. I think that was a really good way of doing, you know, starting up the game, right? Starting the story. I know it's a continuation, but let's just forget that it's a continuation of a story that's already occurs. You know, I think a TV show for Netflix could be really good for Assassin's Creed if it starts off, like, kind of like what you just said. It starts off in, you know, the historical setting with that character. You think, you know, to anyone who's not a massive fan of Assassin's Creed, they'll be thinking, okay, I see what's going on. So this is a historical thing. I understand. And, you know, they're watching something happen. And then, you know, like you said, some things start getting a bit weird and glitchy. And you're like, wait, what?
Yeah,
and then they
keep the mystery going for a few episodes.
Yeah. I don't know if they should die. I don't know. But, like, because I feel like that could potentially confuse a new fan who's not played Assassin's Creed. Like, oh, so he's dead now. Rather than you know, the AC fans understanding that no, he didn't actually die in history, and that's why he's desynced. I feel like maybe like the beginning of AC1
or something.
Or, you know, like the beginning of AC1 where Altair's just, well, not Altair, but Desmond's freaking out in the Animus, and then everything's going blurry and he's pushing people around. Like, I wonder if it could be more like that. Like, something actually genuinely happens that sets up that historical character. Something happens. Like, it could be like the whole of episode 1 is the setup for the historical character. There's no Animus stuff. And then right at the end of that episode, something bad happens and the person in the Animus starts having a panic attack. Everything starts glitching out. And then it just cuts to, you know, someone going, waking up, and then it cuts to black, and then it's just the credits. That would be cool. And then you get the second episode starting with modern day, and then you have the exposition or, you know, set up for the modern day universe. That's why it works better as a TV show, I think, because you can do that more. You can split it up a bit more, you know, in a way that.
Oh yeah. I think a TV show is going to be much better. This is exactly how it should be told.
Yes, agreed. What do you think about that, though? Like, something like that?
I don't know how early. I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me. Like, end of episode 1, we get the waking up, and then episode 2 is like a bit of modern day stuff, and then we'll get back into the Animus. But part of me just wants to keep the modern day as far away as possible, like, just as little as possible. As much as I would love a bit of, like, do you remember The Last of Us Season 1, like, opens with these guys on, like, a talk show talking about how the virus works and stuff?
Yeah, that was cool.
I would love something like that, where it's like Warren... this was in my pitch. I'm pretty much just reiterating my video again, but I would have Warren Vidic doing a lecture explaining how genetic memory works to, like, open the episode, and then we sort of, like, start to learn, like, what the Animus is and all that. But I would just do one episode in the middle. Like, let's say, I think I said it was 10 episodes, my pitch. Episode 5 is entirely out of the Animus, and it's like modern day establishing what the Animus is, all of that. And then we get back into it, and the second half of the season is then carrying on the past stuff. with occasional blips into the modern day, or maybe like Sean commentating on some stuff. Just that way, it's like the game. You just get to the point. Like, you get back to what you're enjoying, which is the historical stuff.
Yeah.
And then people who like the modern day get their fix of it because, like, oh, there's a whole episode dedicated to, like, some modern day assassin stuff. I joked that they should add, like, a little Watch Dogs cameo in there as well, if they were going to do a modern day episode, like, have DedSec involved and, you know, just really go for it. But I think if the Guillemot family are involved, they do not like the past. So it is probably just going to be an original story.
Ironically enough, in Assassin's Creed.
Oh, that's a title and a half, isn't it? Ubisoft doesn't like the past.
History is not their playground.
But yeah, I think to answer the first part of the question, I think it's going to be, as much as I think it should be an adaptation of Assassin's Creed 2, and I've said that before, I think it's going to be an original story, personally, and I think it will be a time period that people want to see.
Oh, I hope it's not Wild West. I don't.
No, I don't want Wild West. I can see
of.
World War II being something. I can see that being something they tease at.
Maybe I could see that. Then again, though, like, the reason they didn't do that for the games was because they thought it was too contentious because of Hitler, and they didn't want to make him a Templar. And
that's the thing. Like,
would they do that?
How do you make the villains not goofy? You've got to put it in a time period that makes sense.
Yeah. I always thought further back in history was better.
Yeah.
Because it feels more realistic and, like, I don't know. To me, it just felt. I always preferred, like, you know, the AC1 to sort of between AC. I know it's not the same time period, but like between AC1 and like Ezio's time period, I always thought that was
medieval,
in the context
sort of
now,
times, isn't it? Yeah, like Middle Ages.
In the context now, yeah, like stuff like that. Like, to be fair, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of like the way they did medieval England in Valhalla, but like, I like the idea of it being the medieval, you know?
Yeah.
I can also imagine, like, Tudor England would be such a cool time period.
That would be good.
For Assassin's
Creed.
Yeah. Like a proper built-up London, but not a built-up London in the sense that the streets are really wide for carriages. Probably, I feel like I don't know, but I feel like it was more condensed around that time.
I can't remember what the era
it was before
called.
the Fire of London, you know?
Yeah, what's that era called? It's like Charles...
Oh, I just call it Tudor. Tudor times.
Oh, I suppose it is just Tudor. Yeah, I suppose like
the
Tudor
time.
That sort of like thatch roofs and stuff.
Henry VIII was a Templar. Like, that would actually be kind of. It could be goofy.
His wife was an assassin.
Cool.
That's why he killed her. His 6 wives all happened to be assassins.
Yeah. Or they were all sages. Yeah. And he was killing them to like get their DNA. For his power.
The kid in 28 Weeks Later was a sage.
Yeah, he's actually redder. He's redder.
I can go on the thumbnail. You can put the picture of the kid redder.
Spike is redder. Theory. Assassin's Creed theory.
Yeah. Oh man. I hope. Well, actually, I was going to say to this as well. There is a lot of buzz going around that the actor who played Basim in Mirage is obviously an actor that's appeared in films and stuff with Sonic. And he looks a lot like Basim, and there is, people are saying, oh, is it going to be like a Mirage sort of situation?
Don't do Mirage, man. Don't do Mirage.
But part of me's thinking, right, first of all, the people who are making this, they're probably going to know Assassin's Creed as like, oh, it's the guys with the hoods and the blades. So they're not going to know about, they're not going to know about the RPG side of things. Because why would we ever get an Assassin's Creed TV show where it's like Cassandra? Because people are going to be
Assassins.
like... Yeah, exactly. It's going to have the
That's
iconography.
What I thought. Can I just add to that real quick before we move on from that?
Yeah.
It's just a quick note. I think when I also gave my idea for like Assassin's Creed when I made a video about... Because I thought there was like some information that there might be an AC movie coming again. So I made a video about that.
Oh, yes.
Who knows? But in that, I was saying... why did I keep forgetting what I was going to say?
Well, it's in your video. You've already said it.
Sorry. I know what I was going to say. I was just going to say yeah, like, you know, it doesn't. I hope at least that they wouldn't make the Assassin's Creed TV show or other movies just like warriors in history, because that's been done a million times on TV. They'd have to give it a unique selling point.
Yeah.
And this time, the unique selling point would have to be the Isu's, you know, the ones who came before being mysterious, the sci-fi mystery that it started off as.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
And I don't
It's got to
think,
be.
like, because we've had,
Otherwise,
like,
it's
the
just Vikings, the TV show.
That's what I was just going to say. Like,
Yeah.
we've had Vikings as a TV show, so, like, Valhalla's never going to happen. They're not going to do that, because how could they possibly try and compete?
Just The Last Kingdom, but shitter.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love The Last Kingdom. Dude,
Well, the
one of my
guy
favourites.
the guy who's making this, we should probably segue a bit into the creatives. So I don't know the exact like job roles, but the names that are floating around are like Sons of Anarchy meets Westworld, and that's one guy. And the other guy worked on the Halo TV show, which is amazing that he's managed to get employment.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy meets Westworld, to me, sounds like what Assassin's Creed is.
Yes.
Yes. Like,
Sorry,
Westworld,
no, I
Westworld would be the sci-fi side of it, which, you know, if they're interested in doing that, I'm open to doing. The difference is, right, going back to the question about The Last of Us. The Last of Us was good. Like, it felt like a TV show already. If you were going to adapt anything into a TV show, The Last of Us is already in the format of a TV show, basically, and it's a very cinematic, very linear, story-focused game. The problem with Assassin's Creed is you've got so many entries with so much baggage, and all of them do follow a very similar structure, but I don't think you can point to one game and say, that does everything. That is the best thing. If that was a TV show, people would love it. Because I still think Assassin's Creed has quite a high sort of, what's the word, like barrier to entry. Because you've got the alien stuff, and you've got the modern day stuff.
Alien?
Well, you know, the EC.
I know.
But people are going to look at it and think, aliens? Like, what? This is not what I thought it was. There will be people who are playing Assassin's Creed, or like seeing TikToks of Assassin's Creed, that have no idea that there's anything supernatural going on in it. So when they see,
with what it's like now, yeah.
oh well, yeah, especially now,
Yeah.
especially. God, I hope the show does not delve into that. I really hope. But then,
Imagine. Sorry.
no,
go
but
on.
here's the thing. Right, say they adapt Assassin's Creed 2, which is what I said. That's great up until you get to the ending, where you've got to have Minerva speak through Ezio to the modern day character. And then suddenly you've opened a rabbit hole that doesn't have a good ending and doesn't really have a good continuation. So for Season 2, what are you going to do? You've got to now look at Assassin's Creed 2 and think, right, now we need to do better than the game. We can't just adapt Brotherhood. We need to now, like, improve on that to make this Isu stuff make sense for a casual viewer. Because
Are you saying? Are you sorry? Sorry. Finish what you're gonna say, and I'll ask after.
no, well, okay. Let's say if I am a Ubisoft exec, the first thing I'm going to think is, right, well, people love Ezio, so let's just do 3 seasons of Ezio's trilogy. But then you've got to change massive chunks of it to accommodate for the overarching storyline.
You mean like from what was set up in AC1?
Yeah. Well, AC1 gets the ball rolling on it. So once you've gotten past AC1, like, I feel like Brotherhood is just coasting time, and then Revelations also feels like it's just killing time in terms of, like, the modern day storyline. In a very broad sense. It obviously goes in a very, like, character development sort of side, but in terms of the plot continuing, after AC2, it's like, right, we're on the run now, and we're just going to be on the run until we get to a temple, and then that's it.
Here's something that they could do. Sorry, you.
No,
I can't
please,
hear
I'm
you.
listening. Yeah.
I didn't mean to talk over you.
No, it's because I'm not speaking.
Oh, you weren't? Okay, I thought you cut out. And then I thought, I've talked over him when he's.
No. It's all right. I'm listening.
Okay.
Now.
Okay. Sorry about that. What I was gonna say was, and by the way, I only thought that because every now and then your voice has been cutting out for me. But
Yeah, yours has been doing the same, but I'm just waiting and seeing if anyone pops back.
So what I was gonna say was, I'm spitballing here. I'm not saying this is what they should do, so don't get me wrong. But I wonder if they didn't want to do Altair's whole thing. They did want to start with Ezio and do the 2 to Revelation story, for Ezio. Could they change some things around a little bit where, instead of AC1, you find the map at the end, and then the Templars are going to find that. Could you does that have to be in the show? That whole part I know it's good for Desmond's character's development that he, the whole story of AC1, but I wonder if you could weave a lot of those important parts of Desmond's arc into a series that he has that growth whilst he's in the Animus as Ezio. And I wonder if the beginning half of like his journey with Ezio is actually while he's still under Warren Vidic or something. Do you know what I mean? Like they could change it around a little bit, maybe.
Yeah.
I could. I'll say I could imagine them doing something like that. And again, I'm just spitballing, so I don't know how exactly it would work. But like, they'd need a motivation for him to be exploring Ezio's memories as Abstergo, so they'd have to change some things around a bit. But like, it could work that way, maybe, if they're not gonna just do AC1 as a series 1, because I do wonder how AC1 would really work as a TV series because it is so slow.
Yeah, I've never considered AC1 really, just because you've got a character that I don't think anybody's gonna really relate to. Like a general audience is not gonna care about Altair because he's very stoic and like philosophical, and it's all about like, I don't know.
It's a very different type of TV show than what I imagine they'd go for. Like, I could imagine that working in some sort of like artsy movie or something.
Yeah,
there's
a
where like
different
people would appreciate it.
Yeah,
but
Halo is not the direction that I think is right for Altair. I think they're going for like a One Piece or an Avatar where everything's going to be colourful and fun. And for Ezio, I think Italian Renaissance is full of colour and life and energy, and it's these fun, what did they say? What was the quote? They said sex and vengeance or something.
Wait, what? What was that?
Have you read the quote from the guy, the showrunner?
I mean, I watched your video about it, but
I chose not to mention that part.
Okay.
But
sex and there's no sex in, well, there is with Ezio, there is, but it's not any type of a focal point.
Yeah.
So why would you say that?
Okay.
Is he going to try and make it like Game of Thrones, but Assassin's Creed?
I hope not. I don't think it needs to be that kind of gravitas. No, it's not
I'd rather it not be like that, to be honest.
Yeah, aside from the first game, I don't think anything like in the past has that level of complexity that like a Game of Thrones would have.
Why has he said that quote? Like that line? Why has he said that? That's a misunderstanding already of Assassin's Creed.
Oh, here it is. So let me read you the quote, right? This is what they think Assassin's Creed is. So this gives us the template. This is the outline of what they're going in with.
Oh god, okay, I'm ready.
Okay. Beneath the scope, the spectacle, the parkour, thank God they said that, and the thrills is a baseline for the most essential kind of human story, about people searching for purpose, struggling with questions of identity and destiny and faith. It is about power and violence and sex and greed and vengeance. But more than anything, it is a show about the value of human connection across cultures, across time, and what we stand to lose as a species when those connections break.
Okay, that sounds good.
That is a great thing. I don't know if it applies to Assassin's Creed, but all right, cool. If you think you can pull that out, I think, yeah. If you gave me like 10 minutes in a bit of paper, I could draw some connections there. I think they've stripped it down to its core themes, and it's funny though, when I read that, it doesn't make me think Assassin's Creed 2. It does make me think more of like, we're going for the first game's like slow philosophical sort of angle.
Yeah.
God, I wonder.
I think right. Firstly, I'll say that is much that description is closer to Assassin's Creed than any other AC game has been in a long time. I'll say that. I'll say
Yes,
that. So
yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Secondly, that description has made me think. I think it, like you're saying, like I think it will be a new assassin, and I think they'll probably try and draw tropes from different games. Like they might try and have the philosophy of like one and like Revelations as well. They might have the sort of bombastic, like epicness of like.
Well, they've got to have those
set
like
piece
set
moments
pieces,
in, like, of like AC3, a few, say maybe some moments like Unity. Like I could actually imagine them trying to do something with the Animus Rifts, different time periods that we don't, that aren't the main focal point of the series, but the modern day character gets thrown, personality of the modern day character gets thrown into these weird time periods. Maybe I could see that happening. Good or bad, I don't know.
Even if they cast the same actor in the present and past, then they could get away with that more.
Yeah, that's actually it's not a bad idea, but like I feel like Michael Fassbender, like I don't like how he portrayed his past character, his ancestor.
I didn't like his blackface attempt.
Yeah, but like
that was suspicious.
No, I know, right? I don't know. I think it could work because obviously we know it has worked. Like I mean, although Ezio did have his own face model, it was actually quite similar to Desmond's, like very similar to Desmond's.
It looked very similar to Roderick, I thought, from Diary of a Wimpy.
Oh, right, to Roderick, of course. To, obviously Desmond, I believe Altair literally had Desmond's face.
Yeah.
So, like, it can work, but I wonder, like, I'm just thinking off the top of my head, maybe this is just my opinion, what I would prefer as a fan, but I do wonder if it would translate better on screen to a viewer who doesn't know Assassin's Creed, that it's too... Oh, I don't know. Then you think, no, it should be the same character's face. Because I was going to say, it might translate better if it's if the other historical character is a different actor. But then, will it confuse the people that don't know Assassin's Creed? Because will they just think, oh, we're just watching something else that happened now, like not quite understanding that person is stepping into those shoes.
I think so it has to be different, I think it has to be different because people may think that they're time traveling.
I did think that. That's what I was going to say to start with. But again, will the average viewer that doesn't play Assassin's Creed, are they more likely to think it's time traveling when it's the same face? Or if it's two different actors, are they more likely to think it's just completely different? And like the guy's not, the ancestor isn't actually in that, like technically feeling like he's in that body. Like how is that going to be conveyed on a TV, on the screen? You know what I mean? Like without the fucking crane that actually moves around it.
I didn't
like that.
I didn't hate the bits in the movie where it showed him like doing the same moves in real time, like with the ancestor. Like you could see their silhouettes matching up. I didn't hate that. I thought that was nice.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's why they did the crane thing, Animus, is because they wanted the average viewer to understand.
He's doing it.
He's actually... Or like he feels like he's doing it. He's staying in sync with the ancestor.
I think that's also a movie thing where it's like it's a movie. It's got to be bigger and action packed, and like a TV show is going to have him in a chair. There is no doubt about it. The TV show will have him lying down.
I really hope, because I didn't like the crane. I just thought, even as a kid, I thought that was dumb. When I saw the trailer and he did that ground pound thing with his fist in the ground and he looked up, I was like, what are you doing? Like, bro, you should be led in a bed, in a chair.
It's funny because that trailer opens with him like waking up on a bed, which I think tricked me into thinking, oh, that's the Animus. Oh, wait, it's not. Oh, wait, the original Animus is like sat behind him the whole time.
Yeah. Wait, it's actually?
Yeah, the red Animus from AC2, the chair, is like, it's in that room. It's like an Easter egg. It's sat behind There's loads of Easter eggs
Isn't that Rebecca's
in that.
chair? Rebecca made that chair, though, didn't she?
Yeah,
like,
I think it looks
her version.
It's a little bit different looking, but it is like the red and white chair.
Damn, I always thought that was like Rebecca's own design. because she's like, this is baby.
Yeah.
This is the Animus 2.0. And I just thought like, well, she's got her own like cool chair and she's worked it in makeshift, you know?
Yeah, I think it probably is, but it's the
Yeah.
movie, which
Easter egg.
yeah, I don't know. It's worth a rewatch. There are so many Easter eggs hidden in the background. Like,
We should do a rewatch and review on the pod.
yeah. Well, I'd love to do a commentary track at one point. I don't know whether I'd do
Yeah.
that on my channel or a separate one here,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's loads. There's like Arno's guillotine gun in one of the scenes, like in the background, but he never gets to fire it. It's in one of the action scenes. I think it might be deleted or it might be in the final cut, but yeah, one of them picks up the guillotine gun and just never gets to shoot it, which is a shame. I was gonna say something else about. Oh, right. I need to get this out because I said this on Discord. Have you seen Andor? The Star Wars
I'm
show?
halfway through season 2. Halfway through.
Okay, but you know the guy.
Yes, Cassian.
Cassian, yeah. Well,
Yeah, he's a good character.
I've been watching it myself with my parents because I've seen it all before, but I'm rewatching it with my parents who are watching it
Yeah.
for the first time. And
So you're on season 1 right now.
we're up to like season 2. We're about the same actually. We're about halfway through season 2.
Yeah.
But my
Have you
point
finished
is,
season 2 yourself, or is this?
I've
first time?
finished it. Yeah, I watched it when it came out.
Okay, please no spoilers.
No, I'm not. I'm only talking about the actor because
Okay.
my top pick would be Diego Luna.
As who?
As well, here's the thing. If they
Not
hadn't
Bassett.
No, but if they hadn't done the Spanish Inquisition, I would have said if you're going to do a Spanish sort of same time period as the movie, I would have had him as an actual Spanish actor because I just feel like he would fit Assassin's Creed, like the way he talks and the way he looks.
Yeah.
I just feel
see
like
it,
he
I
would
see
be a
it.
good fit for it.
Yeah.
But they've
I agree.
already ruined the Spanish one by having sort of orange face Michael Fassbender. Which was just terrible. I can't get over that. Like, you look at the pictures of him in like on set, and it's like, how did nobody pick up on the fact they've darkened his skin?
Yeah. The makeup artists, they've been very quiet since that
Yeah,
movie.
I think
They've been real
maybe
quiet.
that's why the color grading is so aggressively orange to try and hide the fact that he has like got makeup on. But yeah, I think Diego Luna should lead an Assassin's Creed series. There's mine.
That would be cool.
my-
That would be cool.
Have you got any casting sort of that you would like to see?
The only couple people I don't want to see, I have an opposite list who I don't want to see.
Okay.
As I don't want Tom Holland as Ezio.
Oh God. Well, people cast Tom Holland as everyone.
Yeah, I know. I don't want Timothy Chalamet. Timothy. I don't want him
No.
as Connor. To be honest, though,
Imagine
to
him
be
in the
honest,
costume.
I know. Or him as like a young Edward Kenway. Or maybe a young Edward Kenway. It could work actually.
The Young Adventures of Edward Kenway,
Yeah.
like some cartoon series.
Blackbeard, mate. I'm in Bristol.
Blackbeard. I don't know how he sounds.
And I don't want Leonardo DiCaprio as Leonardo da Vinci. Other than that, though, you know, it is what it is. I haven't really thought about casting, to be honest. I don't really think about that stuff. I think more of like, you know, the story, the characters, and stuff. But I would be very interested to see who plays who if it's characters we already know. You know, such as Ezio.
I've just searched Netflix actors just to see if there's any like, you know, because they always put the same people in.
Henry
Same
Cavill
ones.
as Jacob Fry.
Yeah. Number 1 was Adam Sandler.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I can see
Who would he
that.
play? Who would he play? Al Mualim.
Oh, maybe, no, he could do like he could be Leonardo da Vinci. I can see it.
You cut out for a minute. What did you say?
Oh, I said, can you hear me now?
Just cut out again.
Oh, can you hear
As
me
soon
now?
as you said it. Yeah.
Okay. I would say Adam Sandler as Leonardo da Vinci.
With the accent. It's
Yeah,
like a really
give him
shitty
a big
Italian,
fake beard, give him a big fake frizzy hair. You can make that work. I think.
and like a New York Italian accent.
Yeah,
He's like, Ezio.
Ezio, man, what are you playing at?
Yeah, I'm walking here, Ezio.
I've modified the blades so you don't have to cut your finger off.
Yeah.
Who else is there? There's a lot of people on this list. A lot of people that I do not want to see.
Who would the Pope be? You know, Borgia. Who would? Jack Black.
Oh, it's got to be. Yeah. Absolutely. Jack Black as Rodrigo.
With a really bad quality bald cap on like his long hair.
It's like a Lego piece where you can see the scene.
Yeah. He's like, I am the Pope.
I am the prophet.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh man. He'd be like, I need the apple of destiny. Wouldn't he?
The apple of Eden.
Yeah.
Because he has to say everything wrong. He has to pronounce everything. Yeah, he's going to have a song, isn't he?
Yeah. Oh man, he's gonna be like Cesare, my son. That'd be the Brotherhood one, though, obviously.
Oh man. Okay, well, who would you cast as Cesare? Who's Jack Black's son?
Ooh, Yak Black son.
Yeah.
I don't know. Keanu Reeves. He's got the hair.
You cannot kill me.
Yeah. No man can kill me.
I'm just
how would Keanu Reeves say it? No man
can murder me.
That's it, yeah. You're better at the accents than I am.
Maybe I'm just looking at a list of actors right now on Netflix. Maybe Glenn Powell could be it. Well, definitely not an assassin. I think that would be the worst possible choice. If they said Glenn Powell was leading an Assassin's Creed series, I'm out. I might quit YouTube. Gal Gadot.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I feel like I've been very judgmental. I've never assumed that they could do a female for this.
Oh yeah. What our internalized misogyny is creeping out.
Oh man, that's terrible.
No, listen. I think I to be honest, I think they might do that. They actually might do a female assassin.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. I think because that would feel different enough.
What about like Xiao Yun?
Oh, that would be amazing.
They won't know because they just retconned it. They just retconned like her whole life.
Maybe they've retconned it so that the show can fit in.
Right.
Now the show can be canon instead of every other appearance.
Yeah.
Played by
Xiao
Dwayne
Yun.
Johnson.
Or like, I hope they. As much as I don't hate a character, I just don't think the story and setting would be very good if they did Liberation.
Ooh.
It was a boring story. I just thought, I'm like, I don't want to watch that. I'm trying to think. I think a new female character would not be too bad, actually. But I think. I
really don't know what Ubisoft would do. Like, if I'm thinking from Ubisoft's perspective, they're probably going to want a new character.
Yes, I think I'm trying to think, and I'm trying to also not come across as one of those people that's like, oh, it's gonna be, and just say the stupidest thing that obviously would not.
No.
Happen, you know
I mean, obviously we've had a joke.
Yeah, but you know the type of people that like I've seen them in the comments on my new channel, like people that call everything like get angry and call everything woke, and they're like the only people that actually use that word. You know, people that go like, oh, it's just gonna be a black man in a wheelchair as an assassin and he's gay. It's just like, bro, stop being an idiot. You know, I don't want people to think I'm coming across as that. That's why I'm trying to be careful.
I mean, Assassin's Creed at the very Yasuke obviously started a conversation, but I'd say like
that's what I'm saying. It like just because it just brought out all the like intolerable people, like the most annoying people ever.
Yeah, but before that, I'd say Assassin's Creed across the board has been very faithful with like representation and stuff. Like,
that's the thing. It's always been about representation.
They did the American Revolution from the perspective of a Native American and not just an American or British. Like,
Yeah.
But if they
And,
did a
like,
TV show which featured native actors, I just don't think people would like it. Like, in terms of the woke people, no, hang on a minute. I mean the people who say woke.
oh yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean? I
know
said
what
that
you
the
mean.
wrong way around. But what I mean is...
They're like what they would call themselves anti-woke, those
the
types of
grifters,
people,
the grifter channels,
Yeah.
the ones that are looking to pick a fight with anyone. If you
The
did...
ones who are clearly not happy in life.
Yeah, why are you telling the American Revolution from the perspective of someone who's not an American? That's what they'd say.
They would say, oh, of course they wouldn't do the white man. It's like, bro, nobody is against. No, you know what I mean? Like, just, do you know what I'm saying? Like they will act as if the white people are the most oppressed people.
I know, and I hope that whatever time
And we haven't
period
had a million
they pick,
characters that are.
yeah, whatever time period they pick is one that justifies whoever they cast.
Of course, I think,
Which they've done for every Assassin's Creed game, so I'm not worried. Like,
yeah, and I think whatever it is, like whatever it is, it could be anything. The like grifter type people will still say something about it because they have to, because that's the new trending thing. So they have to call it woke. They have to
they find something to complain about.
whether it is or not. They have to call it that, and then the mindless people that just consume that content and agree with everything they hear will also call it woke because what their favorite YouTuber called it that. Not realizing that actually maybe your favorite YouTuber doesn't actually think that or care. It's just they say it for views.
Yeah, they want the money. They know what they're doing.
They don't have morals and they don't, Yeah, exactly. So it's like everything gets called quote unquote woke these days. It's just like the cycle of everything. Of course AC Shadows was going to be called it. Even if Yasuke was not in the game, they would have found a way to call it that. So they will
did.
call the Netflix
they picked
show
on Naui as well.
Exactly. Oh, she's a woman. It's like, bro, does every single character in the whole world have to be a man? Like, how boring is that if every character has to be a man and the exact specific, race that you want it to be?
Yeah, it's like...
Why can't we
they're on about,
tell a fun story and do what we want,
They're trying to spread the message. What? The message
like,
that
maybe
other people exist?
Yeah, and the message that maybe you should live a good life and touch some like grass and stuff. Like
grass.
The message, like what are these people gonna think when if we ever get into contact with aliens, they're gonna be like the biggest species racist people ever. Like, oh my god, they're green. Oh my god, kill them all, invade them because they're green. It's like, bro, like you have to start accepting other walks of life.
Yeah,
Anyway,
there you go.
Yeah, but oh god, is there anything to say about the Netflix show?
I have a question about it, right?
Okay.
So if you were scrolling on Netflix and you see Assassin's Creed, like just randomly in there, do you think it needs to have like a big name attached to it, like as a star?
Like the casting.
Yeah, because I'm just looking at like Netflix projects and I'm like, they've always got like something to draw people. There's always one cast member that people know.
Well, what I'll say to that is I don't personally when I'm looking for scrolling through Netflix or Disney Plus or whatever and I'm just seeing whatever's on there, let's have a look. It's not the casting that draws me in unless it's a very specific person that I happen to be a fan of.
Yeah.
Like I'll look in like what trailer looks good and stuff like that. And I've always found it a bit corny when they feel like they've got to get somebody who's a big name in there just to get more views. And I'm sure it does. I'm sure more people watch because of that famous person. But I would personally quite like to see not faceless people. What's the word? Like people that aren't like that guy. Like I don't need The Rock in this show.
No. I think.
Or I don't need Tom Holland. I don't need Zendaya. I don't need Timothy Chalamet. It's like maybe let's have some people that they might be recognizable, but not the same people. I think the issue is it's just when they cast the same famous people over and over again, it gets like tedious.
When they're all in the same projects, yeah, like when one director has like Zendaya in every movie they've ever made, it's like, okay, well, I'm a bit sick of seeing these people together.
Yeah, exactly. Like every big thing. So no, personally, I don't care about it having to have a big name. But yeah, it might do. I wouldn't be surprised, especially since it's the movie struggle. The movie didn't do too well, and this would be the second attempt at trying to bring it into TV. It's a different audience, so yeah, maybe they would think it would be safer to have a famous name on the front. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender had a terrible movie, so when they did the show, they were like, right, we're just going to make everything accurate, and that was enough to get people in. But then I don't know.
Didn't that flop? Didn't the TV show flop as well?
I don't know. I think they're doing a season 2 of it.
Oh, I thought it did bad, but maybe it was just me seeing everyone crying about it because that's what happens.
Oh,
that's
I saw
cycle,
people. Yeah, I saw people get mad at it for something. But
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Assassin's Creed, like the movie, did everything visually. Like, yeah, you got everything you needed from it. So I don't see this like, oh, Assassin's Creed fans just want something. They want a faithful adaptation, because we kind of got that with the movie.
Well, could do it a bit better.
I don't know. Yeah, obviously, yeah. But I mean, like, on a surface level, it did everything that fans would want to see.
Yes.
So I wonder what's the selling point with this, with the show? What's going to be the hook of it? I don't know. I'm very curious to see what direction it goes in. It's like this Black Flag remake. It's like, I just don't know what the plan is until I see it. But it sounds like they're trying to do something that's at least intelligent. At the very least, they have ideas of themes.
The Singapore team, ideas?
Oh, no, I mean the show, not Black Flag. I don't.
Oh,
that's not got a chance in hell. But the show, that quote that I was meant to send you that actually, just in case you wanted to look over it. I've had it sitting there for ages. Just in case you want to reread that. But they've got ideas. They've got good ideas, I think, and I hope that the final product is as intelligent as it seems they want to go for, but I hope it's not like a Halo situation where it's like a totally different show that just happens to look like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Sons of Anarchy, I kind of get that like rebel sort of with a cause sort of feeling from it, where I'm like, yeah, that's the assassins need to be cool. They need to be edgy. You know what I mean? Because that's how they were in 2007. Everybody goes, "Whoa, look at that guy with the cool hoodie," and they're like, that's what got me involved. I saw Ezio and went, "Dude, that guy looks awesome." Like he just looks cool, and I think that's what it needs. Assassin's Creed needs the aura. It needs maybe it does need Henry Cavill. It needs somebody to just aura farm.
A big muscly assassin.
Oh no. That's the thing. It's got to be somebody with like a lean frame, I guess.
Yeah. Unless they do Connor.
If they said it was Assassin's Creed 3, I'd have to pinch myself.
You'd love it.
I would. I'd absolutely love it, but also,
yeah.
I don't know if Assassin's Creed 3 was the most marketable. Let's see.
Yeah. They'll bring back the actual idea that Ubisoft had, where he scalps his enemies. He like pulls the scalps on.
Yeah, but do you remember in Black Flag they had the little Abstergo talking about the previous assassins? Those little videotapes, and they were like,
in what one?
In Black Flag, like the modern day stuff.
Oh yeah.
And the one for Connor was like, we think he may be a bit too far out from a general audience, what they would appreciate, and. We think, his customs and the language barrier might be too much for general audiences.
Yeah.
Maybe it's worth revisiting that, seeing what they said for Ezio. I think they said he was like, he had like too dark a story or something. They were like, while his early years showed... Oh no, it was Connor. They were like, while his early years showed promise, a drastic turn into vengeance and mindless killing means he will be unpalatable.
Damn, yeah. I don't really have anything else to say about the Netflix movie, to be honest.
Yeah, I need to look. Did we answer the question?
I don't know. That was your answer. That was your 40-minute answer.
Oh,
but,
they did say something about remaking Rogue. I don't think they're gonna get that far, to be honest. I don't think they're gonna try and fix the game. They should have just redone Rogue as a game. I don't think. I don't think the show's going to try and fix the games like that way.
I could kind of see them doing a new story where they switch sides.
Oh, yeah, like thematically. Like, this season's going to be from a Templar's perspective. That could be cool.
Yeah.
Like an undercover assassin or something.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Like, or, it's the classic dark turn to light side, but with a bit more nuance, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah. What's next on our list? We were gonna talk about Ubisoft and the CEO, Yves Guillemot, and his son, Charlie.
Yes. Are we only on the 3rd out of 5?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we've only got
I mean, let's just say, to save time, let's not read the entire article.
No, but we could...
Of Eurogamer.
We could take the 2 points there and combine them.
And that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like it's like this is our Ubisoft segment, where we're talking about the actual company. Before we do that, though, I will be heading to the toilets real quickly. We're back, guys. We're back. And we are going to talk about our next topic. And that is Ubisoft and Yves Guillemot, the CEO, and some words that he had to say. And, some of those words were not the most reassuring, I would say. Would you agree?
They were certainly a little disheartening after the saga that I think we've both been through recently on our channels about this whole delisting, game preservation thing.
Yeah. As a little rundown for you guys watching, if you haven't seen my video about it recently, pretty much, Ubisoft stakeholders requested a response from Yves Guillemot himself regarding the Stop Killing Games initiative, which, if you didn't know, is an initiative, whatever that means, to basically get the law talked about and hopefully changed so that game companies can't just, delete their games that they've sold to consumers after a few years, like Ubisoft did with The Crew. They revoked everybody's licenses that had paid for the game, to my knowledge, and they delisted it, and you just can't play The Crew anymore. They put the servers down, it's gone. You can't play it, even if you bought the game, no refunds, gone. So basically, the initiative, Stop Killing Games, is to combat that type of practice of the companies, so that even if they turn off their online servers, which is fine, they have to provide some sort of playable build for people, offline. Anyway, this was Yves' response to this whole situation. I'm not going to read the whole article because I did that in a video and it will take a long time, but I'm gonna see if I can pick a good quote that from what he said, because I think that would be good, just to give you guys an idea of the response he gave, and then we can talk about it.
Yeah.
While I get that quote up, Lewis, do you have any words?
So only today I watched your video talking about the situation, and I knew about the Stop Killing Games thing. I was not aware. I mean, I knew that it started because of The Crew being delisted, which was something that, not just delisted, it's gone. You can't play it, which is something that really annoyed me because I did used to spend a lot of hours on that game. I did play the first Crew game. But, hearing these words today is like something from a supervillain's monologue. I don't know how somebody can be so out of tune with what they should have said. He didn't even try and like cover it or make it sound
just
good.
Diverted to a really non-answer. And while I'm getting this Eurogamer article up to pick a good quote for it, I just came across a new Ubisoft article from Eurogamer, and guess what the headline is? You're gonna love this. Ubisoft reckons microtransactions help to make games more fun.
What? What
Let me
do you
send you a
mean?
screenshot.
Gambling?
Let me send you.
What do you mean?
There is a caveat to that. They say, but still wants to ensure they respect the player experience.
Oh, right,
well,
yeah,
you've just said that they make it more fun, so it's just, that's like a counteractive statement. you see it?
Ubisoft reckons microtransactions help make games more fun. Wow. The golden rule is to allow players to enjoy the game in full without having to spend more. Can we just point to Assassin's Creed Shadows not having an ending?
I know.
Just as a prime example.
It will come in a paid DLC. In a paid DLC, you will get the ending.
Yeah, emphasis on the paid.
It's just like that skit we were doing yesterday, but last week, but real. You know, the premium ending.
It really is, though. It's not a joke. It's them sitting down and going, right, how can we make this more fun? Ooh, players want different outfits. How can we make this more fun? Let's give them outfits that they want but can't get.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So I'm just looking for the quote now. A quote. Do you know what? I'm going to this is what I'm going to do that's very smart and clever, right? I'm going to copy and paste this entire article. I'm going to put it into ChatGPT, and I'm going to say, give me one of the quotes.
What if you just Command F?
No, because what I'm going to do is it just saves time. Give me one of Yves' quotes that accurately represent his stance on the topic. And then I paste in the article and see what it comes back with. So basically, just so you're not confused, viewers, ChatGPT is not coming up with a quote. It's reading the article for me and telling me the best quote. Here we go. Perfect. A quote from Yves Guillemot that accurately represents his stance on the issue is, quote, "Nothing is eternal, and we are doing our best to make sure that things go well for all players and buyers, because obviously support for all games cannot last forever." So basically, that was in response to his shareholders saying, what do you think about the Stop Killing Games initiative, where they care about game preservation for consumers who have paid for a game? And that's pretty much the gist of his answer. You know, he went on to say more things, but it was pretty much more of that. Just like, well,
Games
you
can't
know,
last
we
forever.
as game publishers have these struggles, and, you know, I'm paraphrasing, and, you know, we must make sure that our players are happy. However, sometimes, you know, we have to do what we have to do. He's basically just giving a non-answer. He's just like talking in circles, you know? Anyway, if you want that in much more detail, the whole article, obviously read the article, it's on Eurogamer, or you can check out my shameless plug, my Excel Live video surrounding it. So I kind of already gave my thoughts on it, so I wonder if it'd be best to get more of your thoughts, Lewis, so it's more different than my video, you know?
This guy. This guy. I don't like Mr.
Man.
Eve. I feel like Mr. Eve Guillemot is everything wrong with Ubisoft stems back.
It comes
to
from him.
Yeah, really. I mean,
A lot of things.
you said this in your video,
My opinion.
but it really was like taking the problem people had and just trying to spin it into something else and then get rid of it instead of responding to it. Like, he knows what people's problem was, and some PR exec person has come up to him and said, this is what you need to say to get around this. Oh, we're going to try and avoid the situation by making it sound like they want us to like support the game for years and keep updating it. And it's
Exactly.
Like, it's not what people want. They just want to be able to play
what they ask. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm glad you brought that up. You know, Stop Killing Games is not asking game devs or publishers to have to support their games and provide updates for them and keep the servers live, you know, for indefinitely. They're not asking that because that is unrealistic. That is completely unrealistic. All they're asking for is when those servers do go offline and these games do stop being supported, they say, right, okay, we're going to stop supporting this game. So to do that, we have to, you know, provide an update for this game that people can get for the game they've downloaded or you know, paid for, that will basically change the game in a way that it allows you to play it without the servers online or without you know, the regular updates to keep it going. It just allows you to have a preserved version of that game that you've given your money for. That's it. And again, like you said, Yves Guillemot is acting as if that's not what it is. He's acting as if he's being unfairly asked to keep the servers live and to keep these games being supported, and he's coming across as if like, how can we do that? Of course we can't do that. And it's like, yeah, no, you can, and that's fair. So answer the actual question.
Yeah, exactly. Get to the point.
Yeah.
He just said
he's
something.
deliberately misunderstanding the question.
Yeah, definitely. It's deliberate. Everybody can see it's deliberate.
Of course.
But he's so big and powerful that nobody's going to be able to get a proper answer out of him. The similar thing happened with Black Ops 6. Had a bit of a controversy where they said that zombies, for the first time in the series, was not going to have offline mode, which meant that there was an expiry date, basically, on the zombies maps. And a lot of the zombies community is, like, built on going back and playing the old maps, like for speed runs and challenges and stuff like that. So to hear that, like, in 10 years' time, Black Ops 6's entire content that you've paid for might be... I mean, the zombies maps are free, but things like the microtransactions that are only in zombies, like there's gear packs and stuff like that that are only for the zombies characters. To hear that could fizzle away at one point, they could just cut it off, is terrible. For a game where I think zombies is more about playing all of the zombies maps, as opposed... It's like playing every Assassin's Creed game, as opposed to just like Ubisoft's mentality at the minute, which is make one Assassin's Creed game massive so people don't get distracted by the other ones. Which, I don't know, I don't think Call of Duty, like Activision are obviously even worse than Ubisoft, and they've not stopped any of this. But I feel like Ubisoft's just as bad. They're probably like picking from each other's like notebooks. It's the same thing. Where is Assassin's Creed 3, the original on PC? Where is a working Assassin's Creed 2? Where is a working Assassin's Creed 1? Where is Black Flag's Standard Edition? It doesn't exist. You can only get the Gold Edition. You can't get Freedom Cry as a DLC anymore. That's unavailable. There is, like, I can point to... God, there's probably more. There's probably more examples of this, but just for Assassin's Creed, that's the examples that come to mind of, like, just content being took away. You can never get it again. There are outfits. There are weapons. All of it is exclusive to Black Flag's community challenges, Kenway's fleet. Gone.
So we were gonna... So basically, to wrap that up, I suppose, Eve gave a very non-answer, as we said, to that. That was kind of the news. It's kind of a bad sign for, again, game preservation in general, but also game preservation specifically when it comes to Assassin's Creed. As I said in my video, and as, you know, me and Lewis have both been talking about, you know, a lot of evidence is suggesting that they could replace Black Flag with the Black Flag remake. And I got a lot of comments on my video from people saying, I don't see the issue, just pirate the game. And I'm like, yeah, but the issue is, that's a hoop you've got to jump through. You know, what about the people that have already paid? You know, it's not about, oh, you can just pirate it. What the idea is that the people that have paid deserve to be able to still play that game.
Yeah, I mean, like, anything can be pirated.
Yeah.
Films can be pirated. It doesn't mean that they should be, like, taken off.
It doesn't mean...
Yeah, anything.
Exactly. It doesn't mean, you know, just because you can pirate the new Superman movie, if you can, I don't know, doesn't mean that they should turn the movie off halfway through after you've bought the ticket for this to watch it in the cinema.
Yeah. Well, like,
it's like, no, you paid for it. You get to have the experience that you paid for, you know?
It's like people were saying, who cares that Freedom Cry got delisted because you can still buy it as a standalone game. And my point was like, yeah, but like that's still, people will buy the season pass and not get the content they were promised.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course you can just go and buy Freedom Cry, but that's not the point. The point of it is it's removing content from Black Flag.
Yeah.
And it looks like we're going to lose Black Flag. I really hope not. Like, yeah, it's just literally a worst case scenario. There's no, I mean, there's hints and things, but I don't think there's any proof that like Black Flag is going anywhere. But it's just a worry in there at this point. It's just like, well, it could happen.
It's just the things they're saying, the things they've done in the past, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they would be happy to do it. I hope
They
not.
do it.
I
They
keep
don't
saying,
care.
like,
They don't care about previous games. We've seen
No.
that very apparent.
Exactly. You know, and even in the response on the article that we were just talking about, Eve said, the reason we make new versions of a game. So you go and get the new version because we support that. And
Did
what
he
he means
say
by
that?
new version, yeah,
Are you
and what he means by
joking?
I'm not saying it's word for word, but that is what he said about new versions. And what he means by that is not updates. He means the sequel, the next game in the series. That's what he means.
Remasters is what he means.
Yeah, and he's talking like he would call a newer version of AC1 AC Shadows. That's the new version. You should go play that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh man.
Which says it all.
It's like, oh, why would you play Assassin's Creed 3? We've done the remaster.
Yeah.
You're going to play the remaster now.
You've got version 2. Obviously you play version 2. He was saying it in reference to like the crew. He was like, that's why, we had,
it's stupid.
again, not word for word, but he was saying something around to the effect of, the crew 2, he was calling like a new version of the crew, and he's like, yeah, well, we offered an upgrade of, a new version. So it's like, yeah, you're offering a new game. That doesn't mean you can just remove the other game. What are you talking about, bro? If you're gonna do it, just be honest and say, yeah, we don't care. I'd much more. I wouldn't respect it, but I'd respect it more than all your little lies and your weird little manipulative words.
Just say what you're thinking. We all know.
It's obvious. It's obvious. That's why people are asking you. So just look. You're not gonna lose your business if you just say it how it is. I hear when people don't say it how it is, like when something is so obvious. It's like, just if you're gonna be a dick, be a dick. Don't pretend you're nice. Don't pretend you're gonna be nice about it, because you're not. So just be a dick if you're gonna be a dick.
Yeah. That's what I don't like about it. It's so sleazy. They know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And now
exactly.
I'm just 100% sure we're never getting AC3 back. We're not getting any of that stuff. They don't care.
Yeah.
There isn't the social media team will put out posts of AC1 and it's Altair's birthday, but you won't make the game playable. They like the idea of the previous games, but at the end of the day, they still want you to play the new one.
Yeah. I just saw the image you sent of your app as thumbnails.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
That's all of his live streams. All of them.
Wow.
Is that.
Oh my god. And it's always a different... He's giving like the office, like where they look at the camera.
Yes. It's not
I mean?
He never reuses the same one though. I think they are different each time.
That's what I mean though. Like he stands,
like
he sits there and he goes, right, it's thumbnail time, and he gives the same look at the camera, like the awkward, like sheepish, like
yeah. I'm gonna
I feel
look.
embarrassed.
That's as much as I'm going to give you. I'm going to give you one glance at the camera, then it's back to business.
Oh man, you know what? I respect it. I don't respect back in Yves Guillemot, but I respect the thumbnail game.
Yeah.
Should we? Sorry, I didn't cut you off, did I? With whatever you're saying.
I can't remember what I was saying.
I guess not. Then, or if I did, I apologize. Well, we were gonna briefly go over before we wrap up. We were gonna briefly go over Yves Guillemot, his son. Is his name Charlie? Charlie?
I think so. What is this? What is this about? I do want to know this before we go. I need to know this.
Okay, so what do you know about Charlie Guillemot and his involvement with Ubisoft?
All I know is that Tencent bought a proportion of Ubisoft, so they moved Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six into like a separate division, put Charlie Boy in charge of it,
yes, and
then Tencent own a percentage of that, which is basically the only franchises they can profit from. That's as much as I know.
Correct. So he was in and out of Ubisoft. So, I guess, I don't know how old this guy is. Is he young? Like, I'm going to look it up. Charlie,
I don't know. I've never actually...
Guillemot. It doesn't even come up with a page about him.
I bet he's like hidden away.
There's a website called Don't worry about me being a nepo baby, says Charlie Guimau.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway,
yeah,
he's
I found
an
him on
older dude.
LinkedIn. I'm going to check him on LinkedIn.
He's not. Well, I say an older dude. He's not an old dude.
okay.
He's probably in his like 40s or something.
Yeah, he's
which
a
obviously is not
normal-looking
old.
guy.
To you guys out there that are 40 plus, you're not old. Obviously, I'm just saying he's not. He's not freshly 18, and his dad's just giving him a job. Is what I'm saying.
No, he's
Probably did happen. But,
he's at the face of a lot of these group photos.
Yes,
Charlie boy.
well, he's not a bad-looking man. Anyway, so to my knowledge, he was working at Ubisoft, and then he left Ubisoft to strike out on his own with some like NFT thing. That always goes well, doesn't it? That always goes well.
What?
I don't really know about that, like too much about that, but apparently that's what he did, and then I guess maybe it didn't do well, and then he came back to Ubisoft. He was like, Dad, look, it's not done well. I'm back. I think. And then, this whole Tencent deal happened. He got put in charge of that. And he did... I don't know if this is recent, but it might have been when he was looking at Ubisoft before. He was in charge of, I believe, one of the Tom Clancy mobile games. So, apparently, straight out of... This is what I've heard online. So, whether that guy who's got it wrong or not, I don't know. But apparently, straight out of college, he was able to work on... freaking hell, what was it? Oh, it's called Tom Clancy's Elite Squadron or something like that. Elite something.
All right.
A mobile game. And it was within that game that there was a bit of controversy with the game, because there's a terrorist organization in that game, like the enemies you play against, I suppose.
Yeah.
And within the story and the game, all of their posters and branding, like the fake, a terrorist propaganda and stuff, all of their branding was the Black Lives Matter logo. The fist. The
fist.
Exact same one.
No way.
And it's just like, bro, I'm sure, I don't know who decided to do that, but why did you do that? Like, why?
Jesus.
Yeah. So this is the guy that's in charge of this new Tencent thing, which he came back for.
Well, I've just been reading an article
he went off to do,
from this guy when it was first announced. Just a interesting sign-off he has at the end. He says that generative AI and cloud are likely to revolutionize game creation and the player experience, but what really matters today is standing out. And sometimes that means shorter content speaking to new generations that consume content in a different way. And he also said that the industry, for the first time in decades, is stable.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm just reading little bits and pieces. He basically... Because the question is, how are you going to take these three franchises and put more attention onto them? How are you going to justify creating this new company, is what the interviewer is asking. And he's saying, we're going to, turn them into brands. They're not going to be just video games. They're going to be pop culture, it's going to be transmedia universes. That's his exact words. But the idea that they need to make shorter video games because of the TikTok generation, it's kind of weird. It's interesting, yeah. It's almost like we can't be asked to make big games, so we're going to cut the costs.
That almost seems counteractive to what Yves Guillemot would say, because they're all about as long as possible and as big as possible, so everyone's playing all the time. But honestly, it might be a misunderstanding or a wrong philosophy that he's got, but I wouldn't actually be opposed to shorter games, because I feel like people don't do shorter games anymore, and it's always convoluted with all these massive open worlds.
The recent games are too long. Definitely too long.
But that being said, I don't know if he means it for the right ways,
Yeah,
again, is a product to him, which he learned from the best. He learned from his dad.
Yeah, he probably thought...
It's not art, it's money. That's it. Money is art.
Yeah,
and we have
he's
to...
why do we have to do a 6-year development cycle when we could just do 2? and
Yeah,
we'll get
we
the same
double
amount
the
of money out
gains,
of
double the
people.
profits, right?
Yeah, like everybody will buy the game for the same price, no matter what. You know, and it probably stems from Mirage. I don't know how well Mirage did in sales, but I bet it was cheap
Did
to
alright.
make compared to
It did. I remember it doing better than was projected, and they were surprised by that.
Well, there you go then. That just tells them they can put in less effort and get good results.
That's not how it's meant to be. Just because it's a short game, it's not meant to be less effort. It's meant to be shorter because that's the type of game that called for it to be shorter. You know, it's linear and. Oh,
I don't
man.
think them charging £20 less than normal would have cost them much.
No.
They probably made more
No.
than that out of the store.
Probably, yeah, probably. Yeah.
Just dropped my thing. But yeah, that's ridiculous. I need to see a picture of this Black Lives Matter logo. That's just stupid. But,
Yeah, I've got I can send a screenshot.
yeah, if you've got it. But
Yeah, I
it sounds
do,
like the
I
future
do.
is in terrible hands as always. And
When it comes to Ubisoft.
we're gonna have countless content to make as long as it keeps being what's the word, controversial, we'll say. As long as it keeps
Here's
being
the image if you
controversial.
want to put it on screen.
Oh, it actually is as well.
Yes.
I
it's
thought
the
it was gonna
middle
be like a-
poster. Oh, it's even the
Wow.
people with their arms up, isn't it? In the
Yeah.
the left one. Yeah, it's just like
I'll download
the thing
that
with
stuff, though.
Ubisoft that I've found personally, this is just my reaction, my experience, my reaction to Ubisoft is they just make the silliest mistakes all the time. Like all the time. It's like I could have told you that was not clever. I could have told you that was not the best of ideas. So like, is there no like safeguarding team there or like PR team? Like where what's going on? What's going on? You know?
I don't think they're paying attention to it.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are. Yeah. There's more other things that I've noticed as well, but I can't say. I'm not allowed.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you, but
Oh,
it's to do with behind the scenes things that I've been interactions of mine.
oh my goodness. Okay.
That have
maybe an
made me
off-camera.
Yeah, I'll just say that have made me think. So the lack of attention seems to go very deep, and I'm not talking
Okay.
to any specific people I've spoke to at Ubisoft. They've all been amazing. I will say that the
Oh, well,
marketing
that's
lady
good,
I've spoke
yes.
to, she's amazing. She was really good and really polite. I'm not talking about you, and that's all I'll say.
Yeah, it's always
Not a specific
higher
person,
up in
but
there.
just Ubisoft. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll poke you for more information afterwards. But is there anything else we
Nothing
want to
that
say
big.
about this story, or?
There's nothing else I've really got to say about it, and I kind of do have to wrap it up.
Well,
Personally,
we
I
can-
got, yeah.
Yeah. I need to get a video out. Bloody hell, it's been 3 days. I've got 2 recorded. I just need to get them edited. So that will be tonight and tomorrow, I think. Try and get a little bit more done of my... well, it'll be out by the time this episode comes out. Looking back at the original E3 demo of Assassin's Creed 2 and seeing how it
Ooh,
compares to the final release.
I'll be tuning in. in.
You got anything coming out before this episode? So we can...
Yeah, I do. A couple things that I don't know what it will be yet, but one thing I do know is that I'm doing ranking the best outfits.
Oh, a little follow-up to
Assassin's
the
Creed.
worst one.
Yeah, the worst one, I can't say it.
The first
did pretty
worst
well.
one.
It did pretty well. I was always going to do the best one because it's like,
Yeah,
you
you've
do the
got
worst,
to,
you got to do
haven't
the best.
Yeah.
But seeing it did way better than I expected, I'm like, well, I've definitely got to do it now. I've got to do it sooner rather than later.
Yeah,
So
of course.
that's coming out. That'll be out, guys. Check
It's
it out.
already out by this point, yeah.
Yeah, no, it is. So check that one. Don't get too
I'm
mad.
doing
if
doing an outfit related video that I'm hoping to get out. Maybe not by the time this episode comes out. Depends on how quickly I get stuff done. But yeah, my next video after the AC2 one is an outfit one.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I'll be tuning into that as well.
Yes, of course.
Or I already have. I don't know. Maybe it's out and I've seen it. Future me has seen it.
The Podyssey exists in a limbo where
It does.
time is always
We're in a
irrelevant.
vacuum here. Yeah, we are like we are space time. We all exist at once. We are everywhere.
As the YouTube videos say, as you drift off to sleep.
Yes, exactly. That's. I don't really know exactly what you're saying, but I think I know. But yeah.
You said with YouTube Premium, you listen to astrology stuff. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, exactly. I did think you meant that, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. That's what I meant. I meant like you.
Yeah. Stephen Dalton's my go-to every night. I love that guy. Shout out Stephen Dalton.
There
If
you
you
go.
guys are looking for sleep stories that are actually good, and there's all these different types, like space ones, boring ones, like not much going on, or like he does everything. Stephen Dalton's my guy. You'll probably see me in the comments. I comment every now and then, like, bro, this was a great sleep story. If I really like it.
That's amazing. You learn something new every day. Find the exile in this guy's comments.
Stephen Dalton is my guy. If you go listen, tell him I sent you. Say the exile sent me, or the Podyssey.
Yeah.
Nah, just say the exile. Just say the exile.
The exile live. Gotta be specific.
Yeah. No, he'll probably recognize my name. He's hearted a few of my comments.
Oh.
Say the exile sent you. He'll be like, that guy. He's Irish.
Oh, is
Not
he?
me. Stephen. Yeah. If you listen to a lot of his stories, like every now and then, like when he does his intro, he will like just drop a little bit of lore about his life, and I've learned a lot about him over the years. He's Irish, but he lives in Transylvania. He's got a dog called Timmy, wife called Rebecca. I know all about this guy, and I'm not being creepy. He says this stuff. I didn't look this up. He says this stuff in his sleep stories. I promise.
I believe you.
Yeah. He goes at the start of every episode. He goes, "Hello, my friend. Welcome to your sleep story." And it's just like, when I hear those words, man, it's just I'm in for a good sleep tonight.
I used to I think he's still around. There's a Fallout YouTuber called the Nth Apple. I think he might have quit actually a few years ago, but he just used to do like Fallout lore videos of like locations. But he'd always start by going, "Hello everyone, this is the Nth Apple. And today we're looking
really?
And he did it like ASMR, and I was like, this is like talking about each Fallout location.
Is that why you did your Metro one like that?
Probably, like subtly wanting to like recreate the vibes. Somebody recently commented on my Invincible video from like 4 years ago, and they said, this video is so damn dull. That was their exact words. So I went back and listened to it, and I was like, fair enough. I'm speaking so slowly. I'm like, and this is animation.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man, hurry the fuck up. I don't know if I needed to put myself awake or what, but
You should just reply to him 2 times speed.
yeah, well, I did. I said, can't argue there, mate. This is sending me to sleep.
Oh, damn. All right, I gotta go.
All right,
So,
guys, Podyssey, like the video, subscribe down below for more Dussies just like this one every week. Sometimes at the usual time of Sunday, sometimes it's Monday, depending on technical issues. Follow our channels, follow us on Spotify, everything, all that. And we'll sign it off.
whose turn?
Do you want to do it? I've just spoken, so.
Yeah. I mean, I did it last time. I feel a bit bad if I...
Oh man, I wish
no,
I'd
we
kept,
shared
I wish I'd
last
kept that
time.
momentum going, because then I could have just went. But,
Right, I guess I'll just do it because we did actually share last time. You
yeah,
can do the one.
Go for it. Hit them.
This has been our Podyssey. I won't soon. Forget.